Netanyahu tells them to ban anti-Semitism. The Republican governors do it. Netanyahu tells them to divest from Ben and Jerry's because Ben and Jerry's is anti-Semitic. They do it. Netanyahu tells them crack down on the protesters. Police is not enough. They do it. Who's the president of the United States? Is it Joe Biden or Bibi Netanyahu? Joe Biden, the president of the United States, the most powerful man in the world, the leader of the free world. He begs and pleads in private on phone calls with the head of state of a foreign country that we're giving billions of dollars to. Please don't invade Rafah. Please don't antagonize Iran. Please don't bomb Hezbollah in Lebanon. They do it anyway. The most powerful man in the world has to resort to leaking phone conversations to the New York Times or the Washington Post to express to his own people his displeasure with the foreign head of state, which should be our client. And the Washington Post will publish a headline, according to anonymous sources, Joe Biden says Netanyahu's an asshole. Because the leader of the free world would never dare to say it in public himself. Who's in control here? They say that Israel is our ally. It's not an equal relationship, clearly. They say Israel is a client state of America. They're our aircraft carrier. They're our base of operations. They're the front line in a common battle. Clearly not. Republicans say they're for freedom. They're patriots. Clearly not. They say they want to secure the border. They're America first. Obviously not. All these contradictions would not exist otherwise. Don't you understand that? These are things that don't make sense. They would be considered irrational hypocrisies, but seen another way, you realize that Republicans just lie. They're fronting. It's a front. You realize that to make it seem completely consistent, you would have to believe that Israel controls us and not the other way around. These contradictions wouldn't exist otherwise. And that's why we need a completely parallel, independent movement that's supported by American patriots, by people that live and die for America, that take America as seriously as the Jews take Israel, that take Jesus as seriously as Jews take themselves. That's the kind of movement we need. Not people, because I feel like a lot of people fundamentally don't even understand. They look at guys like Dave Rubin and say, yeah, he's just confused about Israel. They're not confused. Dave Rubin and Shapiro and Netanyahu and all of them, they know exactly what they're about. And they will tell you, and they do, and it's all there in public, if you just listen. They only care about Israel. They only care about their own people. And therefore, they can never be our allies. Because they are not with us. We're not them. They don't consider us part of their thing. They are a tribe. We're not in it. And so they will always be they. They will always be the Jews. And we will always be the Gentiles. And to think that we could stand shoulder to shoulder with them because they express liberal sentiment or a conservative sentiment, and that means that we have a common cause, is to fundamentally misunderstand what they're really about. The moment that Israel's attacked, they're all on the same page, and they're all working together. And they'll do whatever they can. They will lie, cheat, and steal. And they act like they care. They're fanatical about their support for Israel. They will do whatever it takes to get Israel what it needs and to ensure their survival. But we don't see it like that. And they will use people, incidentally, to that end. So this doesn't stop until people wake up and realize that this is the biggest threat that we face, by far.